that one. I'll move on to the second question. Given that the government's white paper on planning for the future suggested that local plans should be revisited within 18 months of the new regulations coming into force, when do you think it will be appropriate to commence an early review of the local plan to take advantage of the new lower build rate target?
Back to you, Councillor Cockrell.
Thank you, Chairman. It is too early to tell the full implications of the white paper and the associated timescales. There is a lot of speculation in the planning profession that there is likely to be some significant amendments to the content of the white paper before it progresses further. The Hart Local Plan 2032 was adopted on 30th of April 2020, which is only 8 months ago. Paragraph 33 of the National Planning Policy Framework states, and I quote, "Policies in local plans and spatial development strategies should be reviewed to assess whether they need updating at least once every 5 years and should then be updated as necessary. Reviews should be completed no later than 5 years from the adoption of a plan and should take into account changing circumstances affecting the area or any relevant changes in national policy. Relevant strategic policies will need updating at least once every 5 years if their applicable local housing need figure has changed significantly, and they are likely to require earlier review if local housing need is expected to change significantly in the future." End quotes. As referred to earlier, Hart has a strong housing land supply position and no immediate concerns over the housing delivery test. One of the reasons Hart performs well against the housing delivery test is that planning permission has been granted and construction has commenced for the key housing sites allocated in the local plan. As a result, any review of the local plan would not be able to reduce the housing supply figure. Any review of a local plan would need to consider the length of the plan period. Best practice is that a plan should have at least 15 years of life at the date on which it is adopted. If we were to start a review of the local plan now, even with the reduced housing numbers currently published, we would still need to look for additional housing sites in the later years in a new plan period. We will keep progress on the planning white paper under review, and in light of this and other factors, continue to review when it may be necessary to start work on a new local plan. At the current time, we have a newly adopted local plan, which is up to date. Thank you, Chairman.